Hey, what's up? I'm Basil Barrington, and today I want to talk about some gear that I picked up and a piece of furniture as well. And let's start off with the first piece of gear that I picked up. Now, before I go on, I want to just say that I am speaking into the PreSonus PD-70. My first piece of gear I want to show you is an additional PD-70. Now, you're probably wondering why I picked up an additional PD-70. Well, right now they're $99. They were, this microphone was $129 or $139. It's $99 now, $100, right? So you're probably thinking like, well, I thought you had like the Rode Pod mic. I did, but I'm gonna explain that as well. But I like this microphone because it works for my voice. It works for my workflow. It works for my post-production. That's why I use this microphone mostly. Sometimes I use my Sennheiser MKE shotgun microphone, which is right there. But I still like this microphone when I'm doing my podcasting or interviews, things of that nature. I just like how this microphone makes my voice sound. And I wanted a second one because, I set up a second studio. Well, not a second studio, a second video set. Well, not even a second video set, just an additional video set. It's upstairs. And I'm gonna use that microphone, and I will probably get an additional PD-70 because, I'm not gonna, always detach this and bring it upstairs, when I wanna record something in the other studio. So, the PD-70. Now, and are you ready? Okay, I got the Rodecaster Dual. I've been wanting this thing, right? And what's really dope about this here? The packaging. The way they did the packaging, it's on some like Apple-esque sort of stuff, right? It's really done well. And I have a Rodecaster Pro 2. And I also had a Rodecaster Pro, the original one. Now the original one, this picture right here, I bought like pre-lockdown. And then shortly thereafter, the lockdown happened. So I bought the Rodecaster Pro, the original one, and 4 pod mics. Why did I buy 4 pod mics? Because an SM7B is $400. So why not get 4 pod mics for $400? But when Rode released the Rodecaster Dual, I was like, wow, this is really cool because this will work perfectly in the additional video set that I set up upstairs, that we created upstairs. And the Rodecaster Pro Dual, the Rodecaster Dual is gonna work perfectly well in there, just in terms of the size and everything else. It's on this desk over here, and I'm gonna show you that desk in a minute, and also the new Rodecaster Dual, and also the second PreSonus PD-70. So I actually ended up selling the Rodecaster Pro, the original one, and the 4 pod mics that came with it. Oh, and the other thing is I also sold a pair of like KRK monitors with it. It was a complete podcasting studio. Some guys from New York, they came down. I'm in the DMV, the Washington, D.C. area. Some guys from the Bronx drove down one morning to come get this, to purchase it from me. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm fine with that, right? And so I said that once I, am able to sell this, then I'm gonna use that money to buy the Rodecaster Dual. And I was also thinking about buying the Rode PodMic USB, but then I was like, I'm not really a huge fan of USB microphones. I mean, I'm okay with like XLR, a 1/4 inch, plug it in. I know this. I know the connection's gonna be tight. I know the sound quality is gonna be tight. I know what I can do in post-production, everything else, right? And so I was like, I don't want that microphone. And then when I saw that Sweetwater had this for $100, the PD-70, the PreSonus PD-70, I was like, I like this microphone. So I might as well go ahead and get it, the second one. So that's what I did. And again, this microphone it just sounds really good. Now, my third item that I picked up. Okay, so I had a studio desk in here before, picture right here. And it was I think it's the Studio RTA producer's desk, fabulous desk, built like a tank, made well. My brother has one. He's had his for like almost like 10 years, maybe 12 years. Still solid, doesn't like, shake or anything like that. And I had the same desk, and that desk has a rack on top. But with the rack on top, it sort of extends the height to about 46 inches. So Once you put a monitor on top of that, you're like, you're getting a really serious neck workout, when you're looking up like this all the time. So I used to take the rack off and just have the flat desk, and that worked out pretty well as well. But the new desk I got, well, it's not new. I bought a used desk. I kind of lucked out because I was looking for this desk and then they were out of stock, right? I'm talking about the Platform by Output desk, right? So I, went on to their website. They're like, hey, there's a new company, defi.com, and they were like, hey, more desks on the way. They don't know when. I mean, this could be like a month, 4 months, 6 months, whatever, right? So I was like, well, let me see if there are any other companies that sell the Platform by Output. So went online, did a search, not really. And then Reverb came up, reverb.com. So there were like 5 Platform by Output desks available, all local pickup. One was in New Jersey. I'm originally from New Jersey. And I was like, oh, this is in Neptune. So I can easily just drive up there and get it back. I didn't like the color though, but it was a lot cheaper too. It was like, I think it was like $560. But then I looked at another listing, another Platform by Output desk, and this one was located in Washington, D.C. So I was like, wait a minute, this is crazy. So, I sent the seller a message like, hey, is it still available? Yes, is it cool if I come by to just take a look? Then we had this crazy thunderstorm. And so, I sent the message to the seller again, hey, maybe we can do a FaceTime. The person gave me their number. We did a FaceTime. I was like, cool. The weather broke, right? This was a Friday. The weather broke. And she was like, hey, you know what? Do you want to come pick it up today? And I was like, yes, I want to come pick it up today. So I went and picked up the desk, and here's some video. It's right here in my studio. It's right over there. It's a big desk. And, when you pull the keyboard tray out, I think it extends to almost 5.5 feet. And I mean, imagine if you're far back from your monitor, it's very difficult to look at things if you're like almost 5 feet away from your monitor. So I took the keyboard tray off. It's in my closet right here. And it works out well. It doesn't mess with my knees. The height of it with the rack on top is 35 inches. The racks are right in front of me. So now I can just, hook up my rack gear, my analog gear, and I can just touch things right in front of me like that. So that's pretty cool. So I'm very happy with these purchases I made. And this is just a quick video. I wanted to just let you know what's going on now. Am I going to review the Rodecaster Dual? Maybe. I've been testing it out, playing around with it. I will say this, just really upfront about it. When it comes to the Rodecaster Dual, I think $400 would have been a sweet spot. $500, I just think that, no, $500. I think $400, you would have sold a lot more. You're probably going to sell a boatload of these anyway because, Rode is just killing the game right now. No one can touch it. I don't know about that Mackie DLZ or whatever it's called. I don't know if I'm going to review this, the Rodecaster Dual. If I do, I will definitely, just post a video here and let you know what's going on. There are some additional features, headphone jack on it on the front. You don't have that on a Rodecaster Pro 2, but you do have that on a Rodecaster Dual, and just some other things. The record button is actually on the screen, not a physical tactile button, so that's something else to consider. But it's still, everything, the workflow is still the same, the routing, everything else is still cool. Like I said, I have been recording some stuff on the Rodecaster Dual. It sounds great. I've been using it with the additional pod mic, the additional PreSonus PD-70. I don't have any pod mics anymore, and it's been working out pretty well thus far. So am I going to review the Rodecaster Dual? I don't know, but if I do, you'll see the video. So those are my new toys and my new piece of furniture right there. I am loving it. Until next time, peace.